and 3 p.m. For sponsorship, please call 0810-716-4511. 0810-716-4511. The following schools have registered for the third edition of On the Contrary debate competition. On the Contrary, proudly brought to you by your 3-in-1 radio station, Enyimba 94.3 FM, Legend 98.3 FM, and Rose 101.9 FM, all in the city of Skyblue, at 14th of June. (2024) time. It's 12 p.m. and 3 p.m. For sponsorship, please call 0810-716-4511. 0810-716-4511. of On the Contrary debate competition. On the Contrary. Proudly brought to you by your 3-in-1 radio station. Enyimba 94. FM Legend 98.3 FM and
perspectives. It's about ideas and counter ideas, and at the end of the day, the school with the superior argument moves on to the next stage of the competition. My name is Mary Ihejirika, and I'm still moderating alongside
Ifani. Our earlier today, High Grade Model Academy emerged victorious in the debate against Well-Bred Christian School. And our High Grade Model Academy now joins Prudence Montessori International School and Covenant High School in the next stage of the debate competition. This afternoon, another school will be added to the list of schools to have advanced to the next level.
You can get the happenings in the debates by watching us live on your YouTube channel at Enyimba TV. The debate is also being streamed live on our Facebook pages, Enyimba 94.3 FM Aba, Legend 98.3 FM Aba, and Rose FM 101.9 Aba.
This afternoon, two wonderful schools are set to go head-to-head in this round of debate. Bezalel Model Science Academy will be up against the Great Belly Rose International School. The motion this afternoon is drug addicts should be provided with treatment and not punishment. Again, drug addicts should be provided with treatment and not punishment. Bezalel Model Science Academy have the honor to propose the motion, while the Great Belly Rose International School will be on the opposing side.
To remember that we still have our unbiased judges right here with us, and they will be listening and grading the points made by the debaters. With us is still Lady Happiness Wabaji, who is teacher under the Secondary Education Management Board, Abia State. And we still have Dr. Mrs. Rosemary Nkechiegu Cantel, course facilitator, National Teachers Institute, and who today happens to be her birthday. So, of course, yeah, we're definitely going to celebrate with you. I mean, you're celebrating your birthday, and we are actually happy to be celebrating your birthday with you. So, we say happy birthday to you, Dr. Mrs. Rosemary. Happy birthday.
Thank you so much.
How exactly do you feel today? Today's your birthday. How do you feel?
I feel so elated.
Being here?
Yes, honestly, I didn't even know I was having this one to celebrate my birthday. But since it's coincidental, I'm all for it. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm excited.
That's really amazing. All right, Ifanya, let's get to know the debaters for the second round.
All right, I'm hoping that we might get a birthday cake later on. I'm up for it, a birthday cake. But let's get back to the business for this afternoon. The debaters are right here with us, and they are gearing, ready to go. And we had a tsunami, we've had a bomb. I wonder what comes next.
We had thunder as well.
We had thunder, yeah, we had thunder. We had thunder. I wonder what comes next now. Well, Bezalel Model Science Academy are on the proposing side of this motion, and representing Bezalel this afternoon is Nwabo Joy, who is 14 years old, and she says she wants to be a doctor. How are you doing, Joy?
I'm good.
Are you ready for today?
Yes, I'm ready.
You want to be a doctor?
Yes.
Why?
I just love the profession.
You just love it. All right, I like it. A lot of us say we just love it, but the more you go discover why you would end up loving it some more. Thank you for coming here. And the supporting speaker for Bezalel Model Science Academy, Ikechukwu Chinemerem Jennifer, 16 years of age, and wants to be a nurse. I think nurses help doctors, and that's what's going to happen today.
Yeah, true.
Chinemerem Jennifer, how are you doing?
I'm fine, sir.
You want to be a nurse?
Yes, sir.
Why?
Because I love saving people's life.
Wow. Well, I'm hoping you get to
Nice.
save your school today. It starts from here. A doctor and a nurse working together. And we can't wait to see what that looks like at the end of the day. And on to the other school, the Great Belly Rose International School, who will be opposing today. The lead speaker, Excel Augustus, 15 years of age. And he says he wants to be a surgeon. And Excel, are you ready to dissect?
Yes, sir.
You know that's what surgeons do.
Yes, sir.
Dissect cadaver.
Before you start dissecting human beings, you have to start dissecting the points right here.
The ideas.
So, Excel, what should we expect from you? You're the only guy here. You're the only man. What should we expect? Something good? Are you confident that you
Are
do
you ready
well?
for this?
Yeah, we are confident that we're going to carry the trophy home.
All
Okay.
right. And the supporting speaker, OK Perpetua, 14 years of age. And she says she wants to be a journalist. Welcome home,
Thank you.
because this is home for you. So, Petra, how does it feel to be here?
I feel great. I mean, I've always wanted to be here, although working, but we're getting there.
You are getting. I love it.
We're
You are
getting
getting there. Yes.
Who knows? We might talk to the head. They might do something about it. Would you like to start work tomorrow?
Yes.
Perpetual, thank you very much. It is time for us to get into the debate for today. And before we get in, it's important we understand the rules of the debate and how your points will be shared.
All right. The lead speakers for both schools have 7 minutes to make their argument. The supporting speakers have 5 minutes for their argument. And during rebuttal stage, you'll be given 5 minutes as well. For the point, a maximum of 3 points will be given for every unique point. And also a maximum of 10 points will be given for your presentation style. And after the lead and supporting speakers have spoken, we will embark on a break, which would actually allow your teachers meet with you people and then decide who would be representing your schools for the rebuttal. But let it be known that for the lead speakers, you have 7 minutes, and a minute to the time you will stop. You will hear the bell the first time. That is to let you know that you just have a minute left. When you hear the bell the second time, it means your time is up. You can't go any further. And for the supporting speakers, you have 5 minutes. A minute to when you will stop, you hear the sound of the bell the first time, telling you just have a minute more, and the second time it means you're done, you can't go any further.
All right, so since we don't understand this, also we need to state these points and you need to listen very attentively. You will be docked points. Your points will be deducted if you do not adhere to this, what I'm about to say. Until it is time for rebuttal, do not counter the points made by the opposing side. Do you understand? Until it is time for the rebuttal, do not counter the point. That means we just want to hear your own point. Don't say my opponent said, no. State your own point. When it's time for the rebuttal, you'll get a chance to counter the points. Are we clear on this? Are we sure? All right, we're about to get into the business of this afternoon. Again, don't forget, you can watch us live on Facebook and also in YouTube. And also, drop your comments right there. Let's get the feedback. Later on, the phone lines will be open for you so we can hear what you have to say about it. And we are jumping in to what we have for this afternoon. Again, the topic is drug addicts should be provided with treatment and not punishment. Starting off for us this afternoon is Bezalel Model Science Academy, who are proposing the motion. Mwabo Joy will be starting off. Please step to the stage. She'll be starting off for us this afternoon with her own point, while the judges listen attentively to her. Right, once you go to the stage, it's important to wait for the sign before you start, all right? Remember again, you have 7 minutes. The first bell goes off, it's a warning sign. Or the second time it goes off, your time is up. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Joy,
Sir?
your time starts now.
Okay. Good day, Mr. Moderator, panel of judges, accurate timekeeper, my co-debaters, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and my listening audience. My name is Wabo Joy, a student of Bezalian Model Science Academy. I stand before you today to argue in favor of the motion, which states that drug addicts should be provided with treatment and not punishment with these points of mine. To start with, drug addiction is a chronic relapsing disorder that is characterized by compulsive drug taking and use despite adverse consequences, while a drug addict is a person that cannot stop taking drugs. Instead of punitive measures, I advocate for treating drug addicts with compassion and understanding. Drug addiction is a complex situation with deep-rooted causes which cannot be solved through punishment. By focusing on treatment rather than punishment, we can address the underlying issues that led to the addiction and help them to reintegrate into society as productive members. Drug addiction is a health issue. It is essential to recognize addiction as a public health issue rather than merely a criminal one. Addiction is often driven by factors such as genetic predisposition, trauma, and socioeconomic conditions. Punishing individuals for their addiction only perpetuates a cycle of harm, leading to recidivism and further societal marginalization. By treating addiction as a health issue, we can provide them with the resources and support they need to overcome the addiction and live fulfilling lives. Furthermore, research has consistently shown that treatment programs are far more effective in reducing drug addiction and preventing relapse compared to punitive measures. In 2012, research Harvard University revealed that more than 90% of drug addicts in rehabilitation centers realized their mistakes within the space of 1 to 2 years. I am bound to choose this method since drug addicts are not crime suspects. Rehabilitation centers offer a range of interventions such as counseling, nutrition-assisted therapy, and support groups tailored to meet the diverse needs of individuals struggling with addiction. When we invest in these interventions, we can help break the cycle of addiction and reduce the burden on our criminal justice system. It is crucial to consider the material implications of punitive drug policies. Punishing individuals for non-violent drug offenses not only fails to address the underlying issues that led to the addiction, but also inflicts unnecessary sufferings to those struggling from addiction, making them less likely to seek help, creating a cycle of shame and continued use. Drug addicts are not at fault for the addiction, so making form of punishment is fundamentally misguided. The Section 19 of National Drug Law Enforcement Act prescribes punishment for drug addicts, which is 15 to 30 years imprisonment, and in some cases with hard level. This makes the for used to be a waste, thereby reducing our human resource value. When people are arrested for drug addiction, they are faced with criminal penalties, but punishment with long jail term is not an effective measure because people who use drugs will often continue to use drugs, which lands them back in jail. As a well-known psychologist and author B.F. Skinner rightly said, and I quote, "A behavior that is punished is more likely to reappear after the consequences are withdrawn." Drug addiction. It is crucial to consider drug addiction because to consider treating drug addiction because when people are faced with criminal penalties, they end up in overcrowded prisons where they are at further risks, including violence and exploitation. Let us give them the chance to heal and rehabilitate in a supportive environment. The enormous effort that goes into punishing drug addicts are useless and expensive. It is also cruel to people with addiction. Addiction should not be the domain of policemen, but that of medical professionals. Law enforcement agencies should not be making decisions on how to deal with addicted people. Qualified medical physicians should be making these decisions. Addicted people need medical assistance. In conclusion, research has proven punitive measures ineffective and inhuman. By shifting our focus from punishment to treatment, we can address the root causes of addiction, reduce recidivism, and promote the well-being of individuals struggling with addiction. and even help the society at large. So people may argue that drugs increase the crime level, but they should also know that there was crime before drugs, and it cannot be used as a yardstick to measure the growth of crimes caused by failed homes. Thank you.
Well, Nwagbo Joy has made her case heard. She is proposing that drug addicts should be provided with treatment and not punishment. On the contrary, right here, the third edition of our school radio debate, and this is the second round of the day 2 of the debate. We'll go into the opposing side.
Well, moving on now, we're going to call up the lead speaker for the Great Belly Rose International School, Excel Augustus, to take the stage. Your time starts now.
The rate of drug addiction in Nigeria and other developing countries has risen to a very high alarming rate. Therefore, a lot of debates have been going on to decide whether drug addicts should be treated or punished. The moderator, honorable judges, the timekeeper, my co-debaters, worthy opponents, and our most welcome audience, I bid you all good day. I am Excel Chibuchi Augustus, and I'm standing here today in opposition of the motion which states that drug addicts should be provided with treatment and not punishment. Before I go further, I'd like to define the term drug addiction. According to Merriam-Webster English Dictionary, drug addiction can be defined as a chronic brain disorder which causes the person to keep on taking drugs repeatedly despite the harm it causes. So then, why do we treat these addicts when it was the rational choices that led them to addiction? I'll be giving elaborate explanations and provoking arguments to back up my following points. First, personal responsibility and accountability of drug addicts. As we debate whether drug addicts should be treated or punished, I can argue that acknowledging individual agency and consequences is effective for essential rehabilitation and a healthier society. Treating drug addicts is not the best way to solve such an intricate yet delicate crisis as this. Remember that the statement "is the devil" has not been widely accepted in Nigeria, as almost everyone believes that our actions are choices born out of careful deliberations of the consequences they could have on us and others. There are laws and rules made not only to prevent us from hurting others but also ourselves. So, tell me, as a human being who knows that excessive intake of the drug marijuana would cause serious addiction and over-reliance on drugs, I still go with the choice of its intake, damaging my nervous system and thereby becoming a potential harm to the society and world at large. And here you are telling me that they should be treated and not punished. Why should society bear the brunt of my defect as a result of addiction? Why should they condone my influence on the younger ones who emulate evil and yet sympathetically treat me and forgive me? This goes beyond human cruelty on the part of the addicts. Don't you agree with me? Or are you trying to argue that they're forced to take drugs? Oh, come on. These drug addicts knew the consequences of addiction, yet when it backfires on them, they came back to society for treatment. How pathetic. Everyone should take responsibility, I say. By punishing drug addicts, we are emphasizing the importance of individual responsibility and thereby deterring others from engaging in drug use. This brings me to my next point. Punishment deters drug use and trafficking. I like to highlight the long-established principle that punishment or consequences prevents and stops harmful behavior. It is a fundamental aspect of our justice system, and it equally applies to drug use and trafficking. By implementing punishment as a consequence for drug addiction, we are trying to effectively discouraging others from engaging in drug-related activities, thereby reducing the harm they cause to themselves and others. You can also agree with me that a combination of treatment and punishment will yield better results. Depending on the severity of the offenses and individual circumstances, punishment like correctional rehabilitation, which is a court-ordered treatment program and punishment program, can be implemented. Other punishments include engaging in community services, such as cleaning up public spaces or volunteering in non-profit organization, and probation, which involves supervised release with regular check-ins, coupled with drug testing and mandatory treatment, can also be involved. For those of you that my arguments are unfounded, I would like to ask you this question for you to ponder over. If a child is caught stealing so often that has become a habit, do we control the child or scold the child? We all know the answers in our hearts, and by the stipulation, we will scold the child. On October 26th, 2017, when Donald Trump's speech on the opioid epidemic went viral, he said, and I quote, "We will fight drug addiction with all our might and we will not surrender." During the speech in 2017 by Donald Trump, he declared the opioid epidemic as national emergency and thereby advocated for stricter laws and harsher punishment for drug dealers and also drug addicts. By the looks on your faces, you don't seem to be convinced. Okay, I would also like to bring to light Nancy Reagan's Just Say No campaigns in the 1980s, specifically on September 14, 1986. She was the former First Lady of the United States of America, and she advocated for a stricter approach to drug use and also encouraging youth to just say no to drugs. Now think, why would she ask us to say no to drugs? It's obviously because it's our choice to do so. She could not ask us to say no, but she could encourage us because she knew the consequences drug addiction poses to the addict and society at large. Also, recently, reliable crime statistics has highlighted the correlation between drug addiction and criminal activities such as theft, burglary, and other drug-related violence, which include rape, killing, arson, homicide, and even terrorism. A very good example is what happened on the 30th of May of this way, when the unknown gunmen raided Obikabe Junction and shot down 5 of the military personnel and murdered them in cold blood. Now, I'd like to ask you this question. Would a person in his or her right senses just raid an army camp and kill people for no just cause? Of course not. This is because they were under the influence of hard drugs, which hardened their heart to carry out such merciless killing. You will also agree with me that most of the terrorism crimes that happen in Nigeria nowadays are mostly perpetuated by all these drug addicts. In conclusion, I would like to elaborate the risk that drug addiction poses to public safety when we administer compassion as an antidote to these drug addicts. We risk the life and well-being of a million others who look up to the government and also strict laws to guide them and protect them. Okay, what happens when a girl is raped and you look only to treat the addict without acknowledging the victim's sense of justice and vengeance? We are all humans, and we shouldn't turn a blind eye to this drug addict on the name of administering compassion to them. They think of the consequences when they took drugs, or for the momentary pleasure it gives them. They undermine the safety of the majority. 16 verse 24, where it says, "He who spares the rod hates his son, but he who loves him is quick to discipline him." This is trying to tell us that by punishing these drug addicts, we are showing our love to them and thereby deterring them from engaging in any future drug addiction. This overly compassionate approach of treating them will only do nothing but undermine God's word from the Bible. Therefore, I would like us to stop. I would like to remind you that public safety.
Well, he dug, he dissected, and he feels he has convinced us enough. That was Excel Augustus representing the Great Belly Rose International School, opposing the motion that drug addicts should be provided with treatment and not punishment. We're still on and the rebuttal. And without wasting any more time, let's go over to the supporting speakers. Going back to the proposing school, Bezalel Model Science Academy. We have 16-year-old Ikechukwu Chinemiriam Jennifer, who wants to be a nurse. Could you please step onto the stage as she tries to convince us that drug addicts should be provided with treatment and not punishment? So, Jennifer, are you ready to go?
Yes, sir.
Remember, therefore,
Debaters, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, and my listening audience, good day. My name is Ikechukwu Chinemiriam Jennifer. I am here to lay more emphasis on the topic that states drug addicts should be provided with treatment and not punishment, with the following points of mind. I would like to start with the certain factors that can affect the likelihood and speed of developing an addiction. Family history or background. Drug addiction is more common in some families and likely involves an increased risk based on genes, peer pressure, mental health problems. Some qualified professionals in the field of psychology and other related causes can help drug addicts stop excessive intake of drugs through heart-to-heart talk and mental support. The media support can help by exposing the bad effects of various types of drugs on the bulletin board. structured treatment program, substance abuse counseling, 12-step program, drug detox center, and residential treatment programs do help. While they are not the only source of help, they are the most consistently effective, especially when combined in some systematic fashion. Treatment and counseling provides structure, support, and intervention. Drug addicts should be given required treatment and not punishment because it leads to relapse and other problems. Punishing someone for being addicted can contribute to a vicious cycle of trauma, isolation, and poverty. Imprisonment may often lead to isolation and social withdrawal. This is a significant reason why people fall victims to addiction and relapse. Treatment substance use disorder has been designed to help people stop drug use and remain sober and drug-free. Addicts should be treated, not penalized. There are better ways to control drug use than to punish the user. Addiction is a disease. People can get addicted to drugs faster and easier than other people due to how they were raised or even their social environment. No one will get punished for having any other kind of disease. So why punish someone for addiction? Not all those who use drugs commit serious crime. Punishing someone for being addicted can make the person not to get better or teach them any coping skills. Addiction is not a crime. Punishing instead of helping the user could do more harm than good. For example, the user would think that everyone is against them. This isn't good because they're already going through a lot of withdrawal symptoms they draw cause like anxiety, depression, and hallucination. I would like to use the Bible quotations to back up my quote. According to Matthew 7 verse 12, it says that we should treat others the way we want to be treated. Also, in Ephesians 4 verse 32, it says that we should show love, compassion, and kindness to one another. Also, in Matthew 7 verse 1, it says that do not judge people so that our God will not judge us. In addition, the Christian organizations and ministry focus on helping individuals to avoid drug addiction and other flaws. Here are a few reasons why punishing drug addict doesn't work. It does not address the root problem. Punishing someone for being addicted can contribute to a vicious cycle of trauma. It can contribute to racial height disparities and mass incarceration. As we ponder our choices,
Well, Jennifer, right there, supporting the motion made earlier by Nwabo Joy, trying to propose that drug addicts should be provided with treatment and not punishment. Still on the contrary, right here, the third edition of it, we have Bezalel Model Science Academy up against the Great Belly Rose International School.
And right now we're going to call the supporting speaker for the Great Belly Rose International School in the person of OK Perpetua to take the stage. Perpetua, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, your time starts now.
Mr. Chairman, panel of judges, accurate timekeepers, co-debaters, and my amiable audience, I greet you all good day. I am OK Perpetua, and I will be speaking in opposition of the topic, drug addicts are to be treated and not punished. My first point, addiction as a choice. Before I proceed, let's define addiction. The Oxford Dictionary defines addiction as a state of compulsive drug use despite negative consequences. Addiction specifically is a pathological craving for or dependence on narcotics and alcohol. This raises a crucial question. Is addiction a choice? This answer still remains complex as addiction is as a result of a repeated decision to choose taking drugs. We have a choice to make, and when we choose to take drugs, we are inadvertently announcing our acceptance to whatever consequences our choices may come with. So what makes you think that a drug addict should only be treated just because you feel it's a disease? This is just the same as saying that a criminal should not be punished just because. To delve deeper with you, my dear opponent, let's check the connection between addiction and decision making. These two are quite closely linked as both requires impaired decision making. Addiction alters the brain's reward system, leading to impulsive and compulsive decisions, often prioritizing short-term gratifications over long-term consequences. So what makes you think that one who grapples in addiction can make rational decisions towards their care? Do you think they care about the pain of their victims? They don't, and as such should be punished. Now what about the influence of punishment on crime rates? In an empirical analysis of the National Bureau of Economic Research, the analysis showed that imprisoning drug offenders was as effective in reducing violent crimes as it was imprisoning other offenders. This obviously implies that these drug addicts were the committers of most of these violent crimes. Second, the reduction in the recidivism rates. In 1985, the prices of cocaine were 10 to 15% higher than they were today. You must be thinking, what could be the reason? This is as a result of the increases in the punishments for drug-related offenses. This jump price implies that cocaine consumption fell by as much as 20%. The governments of the 1980s hoped to encourage abstinence by penalizing addictive behavior. All things meant they listed the drug addicts. I mean, who would love to serve as a scapegoat to other prospective addicts out there who take the consequences of addiction lightly and are hell-bent on the temporary pleasure they would get? Now here, Kali, if you were a drug addict and when caught, you were treated with care, rehabilitated, and then set free, wouldn't you go back into taking drugs? Now this is where we adopt the deterrence theory. The rational choice theory by Gary Becker, government takes into account the law and all the consequences that follow it. It will serve as a deterrent to other individuals out there. The next law that not only protects us from harming ourselves, but also from harming others. By embracing the rule of law, we are acknowledging its role in protecting us and promoting a just society. Rejecting these laws without any valid reason will only show a lack of trust in the fairness and justice that they represent. Rather, we should come together to refine and improve our legal system and laws. A systematic review of 22 studies on drug policy and drug use have shown that stricter laws and harsher punishments are often associated with reduced drug use in some studies, whereas treatment alone has only increased the recidivism rates. Now, should we just turn a blind eye to the injustice that we announce when we choose to only treat them? Have you thought about how much destruction you cause when you choose to only treat them? And what about those who are inexplicably looking up to the government for treatment? With all these, honorable judges should not be swayed by simplistic solutions that fail to address the underlying problems. Remember, our punishment is correction. Thanks.
Well, 14-year-old OK Perpetua who wants to be a journalist, proving up case right there, opposing the motion that drug and also YouTube right there, and we're also live across all three stations, talking about Enyimba 94.3 FM Aba, Rose 101.9 FM Aba, and Legend 98.3 FM Aba. And you can watch us live on YouTube. It is Enyimba TV right there. Go on, like, and keep enjoying yourself. And what they have so far, I'm waiting for the rebuttal to come. And make sure you do not go anywhere. Stay right here, still on the contrary. It is the school radio debate.
I am Miss Anya Precious Gift.
101.0 of Abba, Abia State. The following schools have registered for the third edition of PM and 3 p.m. For sponsorship, please call 0810-716-4511. 0810-716-4511.
Enyimba TV and Radio Limited has started the third edition on the contrary debate competition, a debate for secondary schools in Aba, Abia State. The competition, which started with Successful Child Foundation Academy versus Prudence Montessori International School, Miss Zebulon Benita, Miss Destiny Okechukwu, both from Successful Child Foundation Academy, and Onyemobi Destiny, both expressed how they feel representing their schools.
I want to make my parents proud and to bring back the trophy.
I feel very excited to participate in this debate competition today, and my aim is to make my school proud and bring the trophy home.
Very excited to be here today representing my school for this very competition. And my aim is to make the world know the importance of mixed gender school.
The debate provides platform for young minds to express their opinions on crucial issues and promote critical thinking, public speaking skills among participating schools. The Successful Child School proposed the topic, single gender schools are better than mixed school, while Prudence Montessori School opposed.
Happiness is said to be an enduring state of mind, not only consisting of the feelings of joy, contentment, and all the positive emotions, but it seems that one's life is meaningful and valued, while success is said to be an accomplishment of an aim or purpose. Firstly, happiness as a purpose of human existence. According to Aristotle, happiness is said to be an ultimate end purpose of human existence. He enshrined happiness as the central purpose of human life and a goal in itself, and come from any field of human endeavor. But wealth is an important factor of success. This is because everybody has a desire to be wealthy, and when they become successful and achieve these goals, they become wealthy. There is no doubt that happiness is a wonderful emotion that puts smile on our faces. However, it is a fleeting emotion that cannot be sustained for long periods. In life, there are different emotions one will pass through. You will be sad, you will be worried, you will be happy and unhappy at some point. Happiness adds nothing to our physical life, but success produces meaning and practical results. The importance of success can never be overemphasized. Success is the foundation of happiness. Therefore, there is no happiness without success.
It's not the final what the final figure is for the successful child. Yeah, the total for the successful child and the total for Prudence, and we get to know the winner. That is adding, when you add for the two judges, let's know what the score for the two judges are together for each school, then we'll know the winner.
Well, the score from the two judges for successful child, the total score for them is 125.
125. That's a very good
Yes.
score. Applaud. You can clap for yourself. It's not easy. 125.
The competition saw enthusiastic participation from students as they expressed their views, fostering a spirit of healthy competition and intellectual growth. Esther Chima reporting. Started the third edition of On the Contrary debate competition, a debate for secondary schools in Aba, Abia State. The competition, which started with Successful Child Foundation Academy versus Prudence Montessori International School, Miss Zebulon Benita, Miss Destiny Okechukwu, both from Successful Child Foundation Academy, and Onyemobi Destiny, both expressed how they feel representing their schools.
I want to make my parents proud and to bring back the trophy.
I feel very excited to partake in this debate competition today, and my aim is to make my school proud and bring the trophy home.
Very excited to be here today representing my school for this very competition. And my aim is to make the world know the importance of mixed gender school.
The debate provides
and we are burning it up on that day, so don't expect anything.
With fire in the last edition of the On the Contrary debate, he transferred the anointing to me, and I'm coming as Elisha. Sky Blue Diamond Academy is here to defend the trophy.
And we are back for the rebuttal. It is On the Contrary right here, a school radio debate, and it is round 2, day 2. We have Bezalel Model Science Academy up against the Great Belly Rose International School. One side will be moving on to the next round of this particular competition. The other side would have to step aside. And I don't know who would move on, but I wish both of you the best of luck. If you're just tuning in, welcome. This particular debate is brought to you by Enyimba TV and Radio Limited. My name is Ifeanyi Awa.
And I am Mary Ihejirika.
And don't forget again, you can actually stream this live on Facebook and also YouTube. You can watch it any other time in case you didn't get to watch everything or listen to it from the very beginning. You can go back at any time and watch it again. Our Facebook page.
Our Facebook pages are Enyimba 94.3 FM Aba, Legend 98.3 FM Aba, and Rose FM 101.9 Aba. We are also live on our YouTube at Enyimba TV.
We are still right here with the judges who are very excited about the debate so far. It's been an interesting one today, and we'll get to hear from them after the rebuttal as they tell us what they've made out of this whole debate. Also, to the debaters right here, representing Bezalel Model Science Academy is Unwabo Joy, 14 years, wants to be a doctor. Ikechukwu Chinemere Jennifer is a supporting speaker who wants to be a nurse. And for the Great Belly Rose International School, who are opposing the motion that drug addicts should be provided with treatment and not punishment. Excel Augustus is the lead speaker, 15 years, wants to be a surgeon, and is getting ready for that path of life by dissecting points right here. And the supporting speaker is OK Perpetua, 14 years old, who wants to be a journalist. I said this earlier, she's home. And she wants to start work tomorrow if we let her.
That's what she said.
But let's get into the rebuttal right now. Remember, the rebuttal is 5 minutes.
Yes, you have 5 minutes, to make your argument and probably refute whatever your opponent said the first time. But don't forget that a minute to the time, your time will be up. You get to hear the bell for the first time. That bell is a warning signal telling you that you just have a minute left. And then the second time you hear the bell means that your time is up. You can't go any further.
I believe you have your armories right now. I believe you listen to the points made by the opponent, the opposing side, and you've noted down your points. So, without wasting any more time, let's get into the rebuttal right now. Starting off the rebuttal this afternoon is Unwabo Joy, representing Bezalel Model Science Academy. And remember, they are proposing the motion drug addicts should be provided with treatment and not punishment. For Bezalel Model Science Academy, Unwabo Joy. So Joy, are you ready to go? Your time starts now.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator, for giving me the opportunity to round off my points. Drug addiction is a complex and serious problem that affects millions of people all over the world. Punishing drug addicts does nothing to solve the issue that led to the addiction. Instead, you should provide them with access to medical and mental health programs, along with the resources that can help them to overcome the addiction and recover from it. My coach said that addiction is a choice. It is not a constant situation. A drug addict can become a changed person in the nearest future. Research has shown that the majority of drug addicts suffer from mental health issues such as depression and anxiety, which contributes to their addiction. Punishing drug addicts is treating the symptoms and not the root causes of addiction. Drug addiction is not a crime, maybe until a drug addict commits or goes against the law. Punishing drug addicts does not guarantee access to the medical and to the resources and support they need to overcome their addiction. Instead, it seems to worsen their situation, as they are often placed in overcrowded and under-resourced facilities, where they are even exposed to even more dangerous and toxic substances, which tends to lead to a vicious cycle of addiction and criminal behavior. This tends to escalate drug addiction. My dear impartial judges, that drug addict is the only child of his parents, and then maybe the punishment meted out on that drug addict made the drug addict to die. This made the parents of the children that the the addicted person to become childless. A person that had a child becomes childless due to what treatment programs can solve. This is not good because it may even lead to a decrease in the population of Nigeria. Bible passages that can help us to emphasize the importance of treating drug addiction with compassion and understanding. Mark chapter 12 verse 31 says that we should love your neighbor as you love yourself. Galatians chapter 6 verse 2 which tells us to help carry one another's burden, and Matthew chapter 4 verse 24 which tells us that Jesus healed the sick and those tormented with evil spirits. God is not wicked, so why should man judge and condemn? With love and our prayers, and the person can become a better person, turn a new leaf, and be useful to himself and the society. Thank you.
Where Joy has done her rebuttal right now, representing Bezalel Model Science Academy, still proposing, proving a point that drug addicts should be provided with treatment and not punishment.
All right, moving on right now, we're going to call Excel Augustus, representing the Great Belly Rose International School, and he's actually opposing drug addicts should be provided with treatment and not punishment. So, Excel, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Your time starts now.
Thank you once more for giving me this opportunity. To start with, I heard my opponent saying that treatment programs are more effective to help drug addicts. But I would like to state that while treatment, although necessary, is only but a short-term solution. It fails to address whatever must have led to addiction in the first place and therefore has its limitations. We can't keep treating symptoms without wanting to know the root causes. I also heard my opponent saying that drug addiction can be caused by traumatic experience, mental health, or social environment. But I would like to ask this question. If you are in an environment that favors drug addiction, why don't you change to another environment that would... Why don't you change to another environment that so as to go from that... So as to go from that environment? I also like to state... I also like to give reference in the Bible when we read from 1 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 12. When using the NIV Bible, it says, I have the right to do anything you say, but not everything is beneficial. I have the right to do anything, but I'm not mastered by anything. Also, in the same book of Corinthians, reading from chapter 10, in Paul's letter to the Corinthians, reading from chapter 10, verse 23, it says, all things are lawful, but not all things are helpful. All things are lawful, but not all things build up. These verses are trying to suggest that we may have the freedom to choose our actions. Not all of our actions are beneficial and constructive. Also, it's trying to tell us that why you may say that treatment is more effective to curbing drug addiction, I would like to ask you this question. Since they have the right to choose their actions, does it make them right? Of course not. So they chose the wrong path and therefore they should be punished. I also had my opponent saying that punishment leads to isolation and trauma. But I like to say, my dear judges and my moderator, that while those drug addicts are serving their sentences in the different correctional centers, they are serving their treatment and also they are serving their punishment, and also they are being treated, which is a form of empowering them. And when they are out, they may not have the mind to go back to addiction. Thanks.
Excel Augustus has made his own point on the rebuttal, stressing that why he is against drug addicts being provided with treatment instead of punishment. On the contrary, right here across the 3 station, we're live. Enyimba 94.3 FM Aba, Legend 98.3 FM, and Rose 101.9 FM. Aba. You can listen to us on any of these particular stations, and also on Facebook watchers right there, and YouTube also. And we've listened to all sides, rebuttals and all that, and it's time for the judges to compile the results and let us know who they think deserves to walk out of this particular building as the winner of this round. But before we get to that, we get a chance to hear from you, get some feedback. Let's know what you think. Who do you think has won this particular round? Share with us right now and go to the phone lines 0809 666 0943, 0809 666 0943, 0708 000 0918, 0708 000 0918. Facebook is also right there. And drop your comments right there. Let us know what you think. Hello.
Hello, Spike and Mary. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, to you.
Yes, Mr. Fine, coming from Officer.
Mr. Fine, go on.
Great one coming from the students. They did very well. Very, very well. Especially a little, the boy that spoke last, he did well the first time. But at the report, his last application, he just did that. He was struggling a little bit. But except that, I think they both did very, very well. Kudos to them.
All right, Mr. Fine, thank you very much. It's very important to note that the judges' opinions are independent of whatever the callers or the messages on Facebook say. So it's their own opinion, and it's not influenced by the thoughts of the callers or also the messages on Facebook. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. What's your name? Lost that. 0809 666 0943, 0809 666 0943, or 0708 000 0918. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon. Good evening, Mr. Spike.
Hi.
Neche calling from Highlight.
Neche, welcome. Go on.
Yeah, the two schools, they really did well. Though nobody is a loser in this game. All of them, they did well. They really tried. But I want to congratulate Perpetua. The girl really did great. And the lead speaker in her school, they really did a very good job there. I appreciate them for the thorough research they really did. They tried. Kudos to them.
Thank you very much, Neche. We got someone else here. Hello. Hello. All right, so just keep moving. Hello, good afternoon. 0809 666 0943 or 0708 000 0918. Let's go to Facebook and see what you're saying on Facebook.
All right, on Facebook, Oluchi says, well done, Joy, you did well. And Chisum Opera says, kudos to you, Joy. Iwu Innocent says, wow, impressive. Keep it up, guys. Good luck. And Best Gift, John says, keep it up, boy. Emmanuel Oyibo says, excel, you really did well. Iken Abasi says, keep it up, excel. Chisom Opera says, excel, I love your presentation style. Pretty Cindy Destiny says, excel, keep it up. He's bold and eloquent. Uche Boy Stanley says, right on, boy, very well composed. Good luck to you. And Hyacinth Obani says, Joy, you are so wonderful. More grace in your life. And this one from Chukunyere, Mary Cynthia says, you get points. Excel, right on. Abba Emmanuel says, excel of the Great Belly Rose. Your presentation style is good. You are giving us the fire. Keep firing. Comrade Elijah Demo says, sincerely speaking, Enyimba TV and radio has made many school teachers to go to school with small MP because of this debate. The first speaker from opposing side, Excel, really tried. He was bold and used right words. But I wonder if they did not listen to the first debate. Why will they keep repeating with these few points of mine? And this one here from, let me see. Okay, Obanjo Victory says, today's topic is very good. The latter debaters of yesterday would have done more justice to this topic than this one. The fire today is very low. The points for today's debate are very few. Nice one, though.
All right, let's go back to the phone lines. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello, I'm calling from International School.
Welcome. What's your name?
Victor Precious.
Your name is?
Victor Precious.
All right, go on. Let's hear from you.
Yes, the Becha did well. The Becha Becha did well.
All right. Thank you very much. I'll keep it moving. Hello. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi. What's your name?
I'm calling from Aba.
Okay. Well, go on with your thoughts.
Kudos to the kid.
Line got scrambled. Call back if you can. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Your name?
Yeah, my name is Nze Ezenadi.
Nze.
Calling from Poli, Naked Were.
All right. Go on.
This is my first time of listening to this. I'm very, very happy for what I've been hearing from you people there.
Thank you.
Keep it up. I'm very, very happy.
Thank you very much.
Thank you all to keep whatever they're doing now to learn more. I'm giving my credit to that second boy called Excel. Very bright.
All right.
So he fought for the second time, but let me pick it up. I believe that as time goes on, he can be able to make his own work. Thank you. God bless you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. All the way from Naked. The debate is meant to create a platform where, young students can come out and express themselves on various conversations making the rounds in the world. And okay, do we have more thoughts on Facebook before we go to the judges, who I believe are ready?
All right. Ebere Henry Okechukwu says their point is few, which is resulted to them ending before the time, which is bad. They need to be educated more by their teachers. The more points you give, gives you an edge. All right. And this one here says, Cynthia Ihonaya says, this is fire, just like I had expected it. The great Belly Rose International School is going to win it, no capping. Evangelist Caleb says, good representatives, but he be like, today na Bible una carry enter studio. I love that. Kudos. All right. And Oge Chukwudi says, Joy, I love your energy. Addiction should be treated and rehabilitated, not punished. Clement Ejofo says both schools are really doing their best, but there is always room for improvement. Right, I think that's the much we have from this end.
All right. Thank you very much for your thoughts. We can go back to the phone lines right now. Let's get to hear from the judges and also to the students, to the debaters. I understand that you've done well. All right. No matter what happens, you've done well, and pretty much very proud of you. Let's give you a round of applause right here. It is not easy to do what you've done. You can easily judge from home and all that, but
kind of thing. So as I like the topic so much, it's not something you can go to textbook and cram and come and start pouring. It's something you have to take up. Your opinion matters a lot in this case. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Mrs. Rose. Well, anyway, right now, let's get down to the scores, because after all is said and done, someone has to walk away here as the winner. Lady Happiness, let's start with you, your scores.
All right. From the proposing side, that's Bezalel Model Science Academy. The lead speaker, Nwabo Joy, had 22 points during the main debate and 19 during the rebuttal. While Ikechukwu Chinemerem Jennifer had 22 points, giving them a total of 63 points from my table.
All right.
And then for the opposing side, the Great Belly Rose International School, the lead speaker Excel Chibuchi Augustus had 25 points during the main presentation, and during the rebuttal he had 21, while OK Perpetual had 22 points, giving them a total of 68 from my angle.
All right. Dr. Mrs. Rosemary, how about your own score?
For Bezalel, the lead speaker Joy Nwabo made 16 points for presentation. Then for her star, she got 6, getting a total of 22 points. Then for her rebuttal, she got 15 for presentation, and then 6 for her star, which is 21 points. Then for Ikechukwu, the second speaker, he got 15 points for presentation, and 6 for style, giving her a total of 21 points. Then for the opposing school, Excel Augustus made 18 points for presentation, 7 points for his style of presentation, then total of 25 points. Then during his rebuttal, he didn't do so well. He got 14 points for presentation, and then style 5 points, getting a total of 19 points. Then Professor OK got 17 points for presentation, then 7 points for style, which is 24 points. For the proposing school, I have 64 points. And for the proposing school, I have 68 points.
Sorry, I didn't really get you.
For the proposing school,
which is Bezalel.
Okay, the 20, you added everything up. Okay.
Giving us 64
yes,
points.
64, yeah.
Then the opposing school got 68 points.
Okay.
All right. So, it is what it is right now. We're waiting for the final tally this afternoon. Who would be the winner? Bezalel Model Science Academy or the Great Belly Rose International School? Can we? I want to speak with the debaters right now while we wait for the full tally right here. And I want to start off with Excel Augustus, who is the lead speaker for the Great Belly Rose International School. He hasn't been, should I use the word, feeling himself right now? Excel, could you speak to me? How are you? How are you feeling? Take the microphone. Take the microphone. Come on. How are you? Fine. Why do you feel that way? You did well earlier. Later in the rebuttal, maybe you felt you didn't do so good, but at least take some solace in the fact that you did well. All right. So, is there anything you feel you've picked up from this in case your school advances to the next stage? Is there anything you feel you've picked up?
Yes.
What is that?
Next time when I'm going to this place, I have to emphasize more and also make it flow through me and not look like something that I just crammed up and put it in my head.
Can I
make it flow through me?
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, sir.
If your school wins this afternoon, would you feel better?
No.
Why?
Why would you feel better? At least errors are made, but at least at the end of the day, you went through.
I'll be happy for my school, but I won't be happy for
yourself. Okay, let me tell you something. You can't always be 100% every day. There are days you don't get to be 100%, but you don't beat yourself too much. You stand back up, and it shows that you have room for improvement, and you work more on yourself. All right. So if you decide to stay on the state you feel right now, you might never move away from it. So you need to pick the errors you've made today and work on it. All right?
Yes, sir.
Let's go over to Nwabo Joy for Bezalel Model Science Academy. Joy, how are you doing?
I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You did better the second time than the first time. What happened? What happened? Did you pick up on your errors, your mistakes? You worked on them?
Yes.
You want a second chance? Yeah, says yes. Well, don't worry. We have to wait for the final tally from the judges to decide who gets to win. And Ikechukwu and Miriam Jennifer, how are you feeling? Are you okay? Why do you look so defeated? Well, are you? It's not. Do you feel you've lost it? Do you feel you've lost? So why do you look defeated? Why? Do you think your school will advance to the next stage? But your face isn't showing that. Oh, you've done your own math already.
Oh, okay.
You've done your own math. Well, I wanted to ask you what it is. I'm going to get official figure from Mary Hendrika in a bit. And to the journalist, okay, Perpetual, how are you doing?
Cold.
You're good.
I said cold.
You feel cold.
Oh.
Is it the AC?
And you want to work? You want to do what we are doing?
No, I think what's gonna happen when she's a journalist, she's gonna be maybe like a roaming journalist. She's gonna be on the streets getting reports. You want us to send you to where? Where do you want to go to? You want to go to the north to get a report? You want to cover war?
No.
All right. On the contrary, the second round of debates for today. Earlier today, we had what was an interesting one. We had a high-grade Model Academy advancing to the next stage. Who gets to join them today? Mary.
Well, at the end of the debate today, the total score from the first and from the lead speaker and the supporting speaker of Bezalel Model Science Academy, the total score from both judges added up, they have a total of 127 points.
That's a good score, actually. 127 is a very good score.
And for the Great Belly Rose International School, the total score for the lead speaker and the supporting speaker from both judges, they have a total of 136 points. Which actually means that the Great Belly Rose International School actually won the debate today. They are the winners. Excel, you don't look happy.
You know, if you are watching the live feeds right now on Facebook or YouTube and you see the face of Excel, you might think his school lost, but they actually just won. Excel, you need to cheer up. You can't beat yourself forever, man. And I believe once he goes back to school, his classmates or the fellow students would also cheer him up. The teachers would cheer him up. He did well today. And for Bezalel Model Science Academy, you guys did well. All right, it's not easy. You had your hitches, but you've learned your lessons. You might not advance today. It doesn't mean you won't come back next time and do better. All right, Joy, Jennifer, are you okay? Are you all right? And for excellent okay, Perpetua, congratulations to you. You are the winner of the debate this afternoon. I want to hear from them again quickly before we wrap it up on the debate this afternoon. Excel, now you know you've won. Please tell me you feel better.
He doesn't. His facial expression doesn't say. I mean, Excel. Okay, what exactly are you sad about or over? What's the problem? Because your school you just emerged as winners, but you still look quite sad and disappointed. What exactly is the problem?
My performance during the rebuttal stage was poor. I felt like I could have done better.
But do you feel like you did well in the first time?
A little.
Oh, a little.
He holds himself to a very high standard.
Yeah, I tell you. But you still have an opportunity. Now you are moving to the next round, so it gives you an opportunity of getting better, believing in yourself the more that you can do it. So cheer up.
As is custom, tradition right here, both schools, could you please stand up and shake each other? All right.
It's an intellectual combat.
Both of you did very well.
Yes.
You just had to have only one winner of this afternoon. And that is it for this round of debates. And the great Belly Rose International School advanced to the next stage of On the Contrary. And I want to say congratulations to them and also congratulations to Brazilian Model Science Academy for being a part of the debate. So far, we have 4 schools who have advanced to the next stage of the debate.
We do.
Tomorrow, we take a break. No debate tomorrow. We'll take a break. But we're back on Thursday to continue with the debate. And on Thursday, we have 2 very exciting debates happening. 4 schools going in. We have Sacred Heart of Jesus School up against Great Turning Point Schools. It's going to be by 3 p.m. on Thursday. And Peaceway International Academy versus Diamond Magnet Academy by 12 noon. So that's it for On the Contrary this afternoon. We're back again on Thursday from 12 noon. Make sure you keep a day with us. And don't forget, you can always go back to our Facebook page or YouTube to watch in case you missed the debate this afternoon. Maybe you're busy somewhere, you couldn't catch up with it. The whole thing, go back there, you can watch it all over. I want to say a special thank you to our judges for being a part of it. Do appreciate you. Thank you very much. And happy birthday to you, Ma.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
I wish I could get you a cake, but we'll see what we can do. To Joy and Jennifer, thank you very much for being a part of it. Excel
and Perpetual.
Thank you very much. And for the winners this afternoon, we got to do what we have to do, and that is celebrate them properly. The other winners of this afternoon's edition of On the Contrary. My name remains Ifeanyi Awa.
And I am Mary Ihejirika. Do enjoy the rest of your evening.
Yes.